Hey, good morning from Estancia Laguna Verde, where we are fishing Jurassic Lake this week. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Justin Spence. I'm one of the owners of Big Sky Anglers in West Yellowstone, Montana. I've been guiding and hosting trips in Argentina for the last 20 plus years, and I'm with my good friend Pablo Saraco. We're doing some filming this week, and we decided to do a little video on talk about gear bags. Gear bags are a really important part of the trip, and I think they're often overlooked. When I was guiding, and even on this trip, a lot of the guides, we used Toyota Hilux trucks. We don't have camper shells. Wind, water, dust is going to get in the back. On this trip, we arrived in a snowstorm. We've had rainstorms, wind, dust, you name it. It's happened this week. So we want to really talk about, waterproof bags, windproof bags, and we have an assortment of great bags from Fish Pond, from Simms, from Patagonia. They're all really good. The main thing here is keeping things dry, out of the elements. So, one of the most important packs, these backpacks here, whether it's the Simms, Fish Pond, Patagonia, this is my bag, and this bag here I use every single day. It becomes my carry-on. I stuff it, with my rain jacket. So this is kind of carry-on. When I get to the lodge, I unpack it, and then I usually go to the river or lake with, an extra rain jacket, so it lives in there. I might have an extra camera or camera charger. I have an extra warm jacket that I kind of gonna keep in my bag, and various other things, maybe a water bottle. Patagonia makes a great one too. And then this Fish Pond bag, this is a true waterproof bag. It has a waterproof zipper. It's great too. It's truly waterproof for people who have cameras and really want something that's truly waterproof. You might want to look at a waterproof zipper, waterproof seal. Again, on the Simms or the Patagonia, the roll top's really easy to get in and out of. So this is one I highly recommend. For gear bags, here we have kind of a mix of little kind of fanny pack, shoulder pack, Simms, Fish Pond, or sling packs. Here's a Fish Pond sling pack that, is really nice. You kind of throw there, get to your gear. But again, yesterday we were on Jurassic Lake, big waves breaking over the rocks, and there are a couple people in the group who don't have waterproof gear, and their packs are soaked every night, and they're having to come back to the waiter room, dry their stuff out. If they don't have waterproof boxes, dry their flies out. So these types of packs are really important, especially in a place like this where you're exposed to all the elements. So there's the sling packs. I often will fish out of a little kind of fanny pack like this, or shoulder pack. I throw some tippet in it, have a couple fly boxes, some extra leaders, and I can just take off and go. I like it's nice and light. Sling packs are great too. Another great sling pack by Patagonia. But again, the theme is waterproof. I like to travel with, again, because when we get to the airport in Calafate, especially in a place like this, we have about a 5-hour drive to the lodge. And so as I mentioned, we arrived in a snowstorm, and sometimes the guides will have a big dry bag in the back of a truck where they'll zip your bags in, and you'll arrive with dry gear, but not always. And so this is a bag that I find to be really practical for a number of reasons. One, it's just, you fit about anything in it, but if you have a kind of a travel rod case like this, it fits nicely in the bag. And then you can kind of throw your waders, boots, clothing all in one, roll it up, kind of folds down, and it keeps all your gear dry. So Simms makes this, I think it's 155 liter. Patagonia, Fish Pond also makes some big bags, but something like this is really practical when you're on a trip like this. So, again, think waterproof or water resistant, dry type bags. They're also useful when you go on saltwater trips. We're down here fishing for trout. But when I'm on a saltwater trip, that same backpack and this same gear bag are used. If I'm wading the flats, I can pull something like this out. If I'm jumping in the skiff, I throw that in, and that's got all my gear for the day. And yeah, so that's kind of something I wanted to share with people. I get asked that all the time. What type of bags should I travel with? And this is kind of what I've distilled it down to.